Today we're going to be making number tiles like this for the game Tenopolis. And Tenopolis is all about making the number 10. Let's see how this works. Let's put this 5 in the middle. We'll join a 3 over here. That's not 10, is it? We could join a 6 up here. 6 and 3 is 9, and 5. That doesn't quite work. What if we put a 4 over here? That's okay, but I still don't see a 10. What if I join a 2 at the top here, and then a 4 over here? I see 4, 4, and 2. That makes it 10. And that's what we're going to be doing in Tenopolis, joining cards to make 10. For this game you'll need some paper. If you could get thick paper, that would be good. You'll need some scissors. You'll also need something to write and draw with. And you might use a ruler. I'll explain why in a little bit. Oh, there's something else we need. What is it? Oh, we'll need a bear. So to make this game, I need to have a plan. And you can see I have squares here and tiles and pictures too. You could do this the folding way, and I'll explain that in a moment. Or if you want to, you could do it the measuring way. And for that, you will need to have a ruler. And you can see that every square is 2 3/4 inches, all 12 of them. And over here's a 1/4 inch margin. You could measure your paper like this and then cut it to size, and that would be good. But for this right now, I'm going to show you how to do the folds. So you take a piece of paper and you fold it in half like this to start with. Make sure that edge is good down over there. And when you open it up, what you want to do is try to make this fold into half as well, right on that middle line. Turn it around, and we'll do the same with the other. Try to get it right to the middle there. Fold it when it's good. And now you'll see we have 4 parts. Now we have to make a special fold. It's a little tricky, so watch closely and try it for yourself. What I want to do is take this corner down here and fold it up to the middle like this, to this line here, making it just a nice triangle right there, lining up with that fold right there. And when it's good, I'll crease it. We'll do the same over here, folding up, making sure it's lined up, and making sure that crease is down. Now I'm going to take it, I'm going to turn it over. And what I want to do now is I want to fold it up like this to see where my triangle is. And I'm going to make sure that the edge lines up with the triangle, and you can see this edge is good too. And I'll push this down. I'll do the same to the other side too. I'll make sure that I have it lined up just so, and make sure this lines up, and I'll push that down. Now when I have both of my triangles in place, I'll just push this down and everything's going to be good now. Let's do one more fold. I'm going to fold this up so that there'll be an edge along here. This is a tricky fold. What you should have when you make this fold, when you line up these folds, is you'll have a little bit of edge right there. Do you see that? That'll be the margin like we saw in the measured drawing. And when we have it like this, what we need to do is take a pencil, and what we want to do is just draw a line along that edge, because we're going to cut that off later. Okay? And when you open it up, you will see that we have our 12 squares. This one looks like this one. So let's start drawing in our roads. I'm going to start at this top square here. I'm going to draw a line across the top, maybe a third of the way down. And then I'm going to draw another one underneath it. And you can see how thick the road is, maybe a finger's width thick. I'm going to add to this by making a curve over here, coming all the way down to this fold, and doing the same here, about a finger's width for the road. Over here, the same thing. And then over here, coming down like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this down a ways and join here and join here. This the same, joining here and then joining here. Now this is a straight line across, but this isn't. I'm going to make a curve down here and a curve here. Now I'm going to make the opposite shape just below. So I'm going to make a curve like this, and then one like this, and a straight line across. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to make this straight over here and come down, and over here as well. Over here the same thing, coming over and down, and then over and down. And down here I'm going to come across and join right there, and join right there. Over here I'm going to join right here, and I'm going to join right here. And both of these will be straight lines. Now I'm going to add the numbers. In this corner I'm going to put the number 1, then in the middle a 2, a 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 5 again, 8, and down here 1, a 2, and a 3. Let me add some decorations to this. Up here I'm going to draw a house. Nice roof. And maybe a window down here, and a door, and a chimney. Here, let's put our little friend here. And a long tail. And up here, let's look at a tree. Now you can draw any kind of decorations you want on yours. And let's see. Down here, I know what I want down here. Let's start with this shape. And underneath it, let's go ahead like this. Maybe a couple more rectangles. A lot of rectangles. You see what I've made. And over here, if we have a cat, well, you know we have to have also. And of course, if it's a puppy, it's got big feet. Big eyes and a big nose. And how about right here? We'll put just a little house. A tiny house for maybe somebody who's tiny. And let's see. Over here, if we have a robot, you know what else we have to have? An alien. And let's see. In here, we might have two friends. Another one over here. And then over here, let's just make a simple flower. With a couple petals. And down here, maybe a little tree. Very stubby, stout tree. And here, I know what we should put here. Start with a tail, and then a back, and then a big head, and then maybe a leg down here, a leg over there, a belly, another leg, oh, and a horn, and a mane. We'll make a unicorn. And last, over here, maybe a couple rockets underneath, and some guidance fins, and some stripes. Make a rocket. I think we need to color this. Let's see. Let's start with all the background. Let's start up here. I've colored everything, now I just need to cut it. Oh, what do I need? A pair of scissors. So let's cut out our tiles. I'm going to start by cutting off this edge here. And now I'm going to cut out the tiles. Let's cut the long way. Let's see what I have. Well, these are looking good. I like them because I can join them in so many interesting ways. And connect them and make roadways going so many different ways. Oh, that one doesn't quite work. Let's see, maybe we put these right here. This one will work better now, doesn't it? And down here and over here. So many good ways to connect all of these. I'm liking my tiles. Now I'm going to show you how to play the game. To play the game, you should make 2 pages worth of tiles, like this. And then, after you've made 2 pages of tiles like that, you should make a 3rd page. And this is for special play, and you'll see there's minus numbers, and you'll see there's special boxes too, and I'll explain those a little bit later. So, this is a special page, but 2 pages just the way I just showed you how to make tiles. These are the instructions for the basic game, and for the basic game you will use 2 pages worth of tiles, just like this. And they look like this when they're in a stack. Here are the instructions for the game. Starts off with setting tile cards face down in a stack. I'm going to set them down like this. It says turn over the first card and place it in the middle of the playing space. It says youngest player takes the next card, turns it over and connects it to the starting card. So the youngest player will take a card and will connect it. Could be here or it could be there. We'll connect it right here. The player is trying to make 10 by adding the numbers on the cards. That's not quite 10. The cards making 10 must be connected. The players take turns drawing numbers from the stack. So the first player is played, and there's no 10. The next player plays, takes a card, says, how can I connect this one? And the player decides to put it here. I still don't see a 10 though. So the next player, the first player again, draws a card, and what do you see? I see a 2. Where might a 2 go here? If I put it here, it's 2 and 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 4. That doesn't quite work. But if the player is smart and thinks about it a bit, they might play it here. 2 plus 4 is 8 plus 2 is 10. If the player makes 10, then the player collects those cards from the games for their game score. So the player is going to collect these 3 cards and leave the one that hasn't been picked up or played down there. And this is this player's winnings so far. The next player gets to go and draws a card and starts again. 1 and 6. The first player goes again. A 4. Oh, this player is so lucky. 6 and 4 make 10. That 1 is still there. And the play continues until all the cards are gone, and then each player will count their cards to see who has won. Should all the cards be collected from the playing space, so if all of them are taken away, then you start again with a new card coming down. There's an example down here. The player who sets down the 4 card can add that to the 1 in the corner and to the 5 at the top to make 10. The player collects those 3 cards, the 4, the 1, and the 5. And so this is the basic game. Let me show you the regular game. The regular game has a special feature. Again, we start by setting the tile cards face down in a stack. The top card is turned over and set down in the middle, like last time. The 4 again, look at that. Each player takes 3 cards. So this time, Bear is going to take 3 cards. And I will take 3 cards. The youngest player starts again. Well, I think Bear is a bit younger than I am. So Bear is going to start. What Bear is trying to do is make 10 still. So Bear looks at Bear's cards. And do you see what Bear has? Which card should Bear play? Bear should play the 6. Connecting it to the 4. And this is a 10. So Bear will collect these and keep these for Bear's score. Bear will collect a card. Every time a player plays, they collect a card to make up for the one they've played. So Bear's turn is over. There is no card out here, so we have to start from the top again. This time we have a 5. Bear is played, so it's my turn. And these are the cards I have. What do you think I should play? 1, 4. I think I'll play the 1. And make it a 6, because maybe next time I'll be able to add to it and make the 10. So 1 and 5. Maybe next turn I'll get this. And because I've played, I can now take a card to replace the one I've missed. So I've taken my turn, and now it's going to be Bear's turn. Bear looks at Bear's cards. What can Bear do? Look what Bear can do. Bear can play the 4, and it doesn't matter where. 4 here, 4 here, or 4 there. These will all make 10. So Bear plays here. 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Bear is winning so much. Bear wins those cards, takes a card, puts it in Bear's stack, and because there are no cards out at this time, A new card comes out, a 3. It's my turn to play. Let's see what I have. Oh, I'm just not as lucky as Bear. I'm still thinking about that 10. So I'll play a 3, and I can say 3 and 3 make 6, and maybe next time I'll be able to add this 4 somewhere. And so I take a card to replace the one I've just played, and it will be Bear's turn. Let's see what Bear has. There's a 3 and a 3 there. And look at that. Bear can't yet play a card that will make a 10. Well, maybe so. Look at this. Bear has a 7. Bear has such good luck. Let's put the 7 up here. And what do we have now? Bear sees 7 and 3 make 10, and Bear takes these 2 cards and is still winning. Having played, Bear takes another card, and now Bear's turn is over. And it's my turn. There's a 3 here. Let's see what I can add to it. I'm still not making anything that's good. I'll add another 3 this time. 3 and 3 make 6. I'll replace my card. And now it's Bear's turn. What can Bear do this time? Look, Bear can play lots of cards here, but none of them quite make a 10 this time. So Bear's going to play the 5 and take a card to replace it. It's now my turn. Let's see what I might do. Do I have a good plan here? Look what I could do. What do you think I might do? I could add the 4 right here and make 3 and 3 and 4 make 10. I could also add the 2 over here and make 2 and 5 is 7 and 3 more. I think I like that one. So I'm going to take these, and I will have won those cards. And I'm finally on the board. So I finished my play, and it will be Bear's turn next. And the 3 stays out there for Bear's turn. The game will continue until this stack is empty and all the cards that can be played have been played. Now let me show you one more game, the advanced game. Let's make this stack again. All together. And we're going to add something special to the game now. These were the 2 pages we started with. So we'll leave those there. Now let me show you the advanced game. This game is played with the regular game rules, except that it has some special tiles. And this was the added sheet I shared with you earlier. You will see in the advanced game there are minus number or negative number tiles. You can see them here. These are included in making the number 10. So below, 4 minus 2 plus 8 makes 10. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 plus 8 is 10. So a minus tile can be used to make a 10. There are also square number tiles. The player must say what number this tile should be. So this could be any number as long as it's between minus 3 and the number 8. It can't be minus 20, or it can't be 42. Between minus 3, so minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So below, the player decides that the blank square tile will be a 2. Adding that to the other 2 and to the 6, that will make 10. And the player collects all 3 tiles. As in the regular game, the player who has collected the most number tile cards will be the winner. So this is the advanced game. So I have the special tiles right here. Minus tiles and square number tiles. Let's go ahead and add them to this deck. So we will play this game with the regular rules. A stack here, 3 cards to each player, and you can have more players if you want, not just 2 players. 4 or 5 might be good. And then the first tile gets turned over. It's a 4. Bear will start because Bear is the youngest, and these are Bear's tiles. Bear has a good start, right? Always. Bear is so lucky. Bear will play the 6. and 6 and 4 make 10. So Bear will collect these for their score and take a card to replace the missing one. And then Bear's turn is over. And since there's no card here, we had to put a new one down. This is a 3. My turn. I turn over my 3 cards and look what I have. Oh, this is interesting. Well, I decide to make this game interesting. I'm going to add the -3 card here. I'm going to put a 3 and a -3 together, and that gives us 0. I think that's a good start for me. I'll take a new card. Oh, that's going to be good. Look at that, so special. Don't let Bear know about my special card. And now it's Bear's turn. Bear's looking at what's there, and there's no magic 10 card. 3 and -3 make 0. What can Bear add to this to make this work? Well, let's see. Bear could add just a 1. And by adding just a 1, 1 plus 3 is 4, minus 3 is just 1. So all of this is just 1 right now. Bear takes another tile, and we'll hold on to these. Now let's see what I have. Oh, look what I have. I have the most special tile. Now this is why this is important. So listen to what comes to here. So this number tile can be any number that I want it to be. Now I could set it down here and make a 9, and I would collect both of these tiles, right? Or I could put the 9 here and go 9 and 1 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 minus 3 gives me 10. So what I could do with this tile is be smart about how I'm adding. I could do just 9 and 1 is 10, but I could do 9 plus 1 plus 3 minus 3. All of this together makes 10. And guess what? I'm doing that. So I get to have 4 cards. I think that was a good move. And I take a card to replace the one I just played. And 8 is going to be really, really useful to me. Put a new card down, a 6. It's Bear's turn. Bear is always so good with the 6s and 4s. So Bear's going to add the 4, connect it, and 4 and 6 make 10. And Bear will collect these. And take a card to replace the one that's missing, a 7. A new card will be set out, a 5. The game will continue until all of these cards have been taken by the players, and the players have played as many of these as they can to make 10s. At the end of the game, each player will count how many cards they've won to see who the winner is. And this is the advanced game because of special cards, like the square number card and the minus cards. This is the Game Tenopolis. And for this game, you will need some paper. You need something to draw with. You'll need something to cut with. And you might use a ruler if you want to measure things. There's something else we need for this game. What is it? Oh, we need a bear. Do enjoy this game.